Welcome back all. I am Assistant Professor Milan Patel, ME Electrical Power System from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Today we will discuss chapter number 3 AC armature winding from the subject elements of electrical design having a subject code of 31609118. So now flow of contents for today's video lectures are pitch factor Kp. Second one, distribution factor Kd. Third one, types of AC armature winding. From this video lecture, we will cover these two GTO questions. First one, write a short note on types of AC armature windings, which was asked in summer 2017 for the 4 marks. Next question, explain the following terms related to AC winding. First one is pitch factor, second one is distribution factor, was asked in winter 2017 for the 7 marks. So exam point of view, today's video lecture is most IMP. Now another most IMP question of winding factors. It may be asked for 4 or 7 marks. So first one is pitch factor. Another name is cording factor. And other name is coil span factor. So this is the most IMP theory for the GTU examination. So first of all, definition of it. It is defined as the vector sum of induced EMFs per coil to arithmetic sum of the induced EMF per coil and denoted by Kp or Kc. Kp or Kc. So pitch factor or cording factor, or other one is coil span factor. So simply Kp is given by vector sum of the induced EMF per coil. This is for defined for one coil. Vector sum of the induced EMF per one coil and arithmetic sum of the induced EMF per coil. So it's always less than unity. It is always less than unity because we know that vector sum is always less than or equal to the arithmetic sum. So in figure we can see that for full pitch winding, here we consider two conductors. First one for ES, induced EMF ES, and second one is also induced EMF is ES because they are uniformly displaced windings. So the total EMF induced in this coil is 2Es because for first conductor ES and another conductor, or front conductor ES and back conductor ES, because we know that in each coil two conductors are there, first conductor for ES and for ES. So full pitch EMF is 2Es. Now for the short pitch winding, we know that it is differ by alpha. So for first conductor ES EMF is there, so this is the vector for the ES, and this is ES for the another conductor at the alpha degree. So this is the resultant EMF. E, and we know that this E is less than 2Es. This E is less than the 2Es because this is the vector summation and this is the arithmetic summation. Let ES is the induced EMF each coil. In each coil. So for full pitch winding, induced EMF is in coil is equal to 2Es, as discussed earlier in figure that for full pitch winding the total EMF is 2Es, and if the coil is alpha degree short, then the resultant EMF will be the vector sum of the two voltages. So in figure we can see that this is alpha, so this will become 180 minus alpha. This will become 180 minus alpha. So we know that for a triangle, total summation of the all the three angles are 180 degree. So this will become alpha by 2 and this is also alpha by 2. So for finding the value of E, we have to find this half portion. So consider this triangle. Consider this triangle. Only this triangle. So cos alpha by 2 is given by this total length is E. So this half will be E by 2. So cos alpha is given by E by 2 divided by ES પાસેની બાજુ છેદમાં કर्ण પાસેની બાજુ કઈ છે E by 2 છે અને કર્ણ કયો છે 90 ડિગ્રીની સામેનો એક કર્ણ તો ES. So E is given by 2ES cos alpha by 2. 2ES cos alpha by 2. So pitch factor is given by vector sum of the induced EMF divided by arithmetic sum of the induced EMF. So vector sum is given by 2ES cos alpha by divided by arithmetic sum 2ES. So 2ES ES cancel out. So our pitch factor is given by cos alpha by 2, where the alpha is the short pitch angle. Now second one is distribution factor, and it is denoted by KD, and its definition is vector sum of coil voltages per phase. pitch factor માં શું હતું per coil હતું, આમાં coil voltage, sum of voltage coil per phase, and arithmetic sum of coil voltages per phase. Or another definition for KD is EMF with distributed winding and EMF with concentrated winding. So it is also less than unity. So this is the figure for the distribution factor. So here four conductors are considered. So in first conductor ES EMF will be generated. So draw this vector ES. Then draw another ES for the second number of conductor at the phase displacement of the beta. Again the third phasor for this ES, again at the angle beta. And for fourth number of conductor, ES vector is there for beta angle, where the beta is angular displacement between two slots. So this is the beta is the angular displacement between the two slots. Give name A, B, C, D, E for the each point. A, B, C, D, E for the each point, and also write ES for the particular phasor vector value. Now M is number of slot per pole per phase. M is equal to number of slot per pole per phase. Now consider one point O at below these four vectors and draw dotted line at the each point A, B, C, D, E. Where ES is the voltage induced in one coil. We also see this ES in previous theory. So M beta is given by phase spread, because beta is angular displacement between two slots and the M is number of slot per pole per phase. So the angle between AOB is beta. So angle between AOP, consider one point at 90 degree from OP is considered beta by 2 because this is the bisector of this angle. This is the bisector of this angle AOB. AOB angle બીટા છે અને ES એ આ બેને હાફ પોર્શન કરે છે, હાફ ભાગમાં ડિવાઈડ કરે છે. So that's why it is called beta by 2 because this whole is considered beta. This angle is beta. Again, this angle is beta. This is also beta. This is also beta. And this is also beta, where beta is the angular displacement between the two slots. Now, so this half portion is given by beta by 2. Beta by 2. And give this is radius r. This is radius r. These all are r. Okay. So now, resultant voltage or arithmetic voltage or concentrated winding voltage is given by M into ES. M into ES, because we know that the M is total number of slot per pole per phase and ES is the induced EMF in one conductor. So this is MES. So now for triangle OPA, triangle OPA, angle P is 90 degree. Angle P is 90 degree. So sine beta by 2 and angle O is beta by 2. Beta by 2. This triangle is taken from this. This is the triangle considered for the further derivation. So this is this triangle APO or OPA. So sine beta by 2 is given by સામેની બાજુ છેદમાં કર્ણ. સામેની બાજુ છેદમાં કર્ણ. સામેની બાજુ is ES by 2. ES by 2 and કર્ણ is opposite of this 90 degree angle. So R. So ES is given by 2R sine beta by 2. 2R sine beta by 2. So arithmetic voltage induced is given by M2R sine beta by 2. So this is our equation number 1. This is our equation number 1, where the arithmetic voltage induced per coil is given by M2R sine beta by 2. Now consider triangle AQO. AQO. Now consider triangle AQO. 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 Consider the triangle AQO. AQO. So for this triangle AQO, angle Q is 90 degree. Angle Q is 90 degree. That's why and this is the value of EQ is ER by 2. ER by 2. This is R and this is this angle M beta by 2. M beta by 2. These all the values are considered from the above figure. So now in this figure we will derive the sine M beta by 2. Sine M beta by 2 again સામેની બાજુ છેદમાં કર્ણ. સામેની બાજુ means ER by 2 divided by R. ER by 2 divided by R. So ER is equal to 2R sine M beta by 2. ER is equal to 2R sine M beta by 2. And this is our equation number 2. Equation number 2. So from the value of equation 1 and 2, distribution factor KD is given by vector sum divided by the arithmetic sum. So vector sum is given by 2R sine M beta by 2. Here ER is given by 2R sine M beta by 2 and arithmetic sum is given by from the equation number 1 M2R sine beta by 2. So R cancel out, 2R cancel out our final equation for the KD will be like this: sine m beta by 2, m sine beta by 2. Sine m beta by 2 divided by m sine beta by 2, where the beta is angular displacement between the slots, and it is given by 180 divided by slot per pole. 180 divided by slot per pole, and 180 divided by n, where n is the slot per pole. So this is the most IMP theory for the 4 marks or 7 marks, which was asked in a previous G2 examination for many times. Now, types of AC armature winding. Types of AC armature winding. So AC armature winding is first divided in two types. So first one is single layer, second one is double layer. In single layer, concentric windings are there and mass winding are there. And in concentric winding, half coil winding and full coil windings are there. In double layer winding, there are lap winding and double layer wave windings are there. And in lap winding, integral slot winding and fractional slot windings are there. Fractional slot and integral slot windings are there. Same for the double layer wave winding, integral and fractional slot windings are there. So these are the main types of the AC armature winding. Now commonly used AC windings. Commonly used AC winding. Single layer must winding is for small induction motors. Small induction motor will use single layer must windings. For small induction motors, single layer must windings are used, and double layer lap windings are used for medium and large size AC machine, induction machine and synchronous machine. Double layer lap windings are used for medium and large size AC machines, where it contains induction machine as well as synchronous machine. So this is the types of AC armature winding. Thank you.